Hey everybody, in this video we'll learn all about recording your company's expenses in Zoho Billing. In this video we will cover the following topics. Recording expenses. Let's take the example of an online magazine subscription service and record an expense in Zoho Billing. Log into your Zoho Billing account. Go to the expenses module and click the plus icon next to expenses. Select the date on which the expenses was incurred. Select the category which the expense falls into and enter the amount. Instead of adding up all the expenses as one lump sum, you can break them down into specific categories to track them more accurately. Enter the reference number and add notes if required. You can also associate the respective customer and the project to this expense. You can associate tags to this expense if you wish. By clicking here, you can attach files or receipts related to your expenses. Once done, click Save. You have successfully recorded an expense. Invoicing your customers for expenses. There are instances where you may want to invoice your customers for some of your expenses. In such cases, when recording the expense, you can associate it with the respective customer, select the billable option to invoice them for this expense, and enter the percentage to which you wish to mark up the expense amount. Then click Save. Having recorded the expense, you can convert it into an invoice by clicking here. The data will be auto-populated from the expense we recorded. The rate for the item will also be calculated based on the markup percentage. Verify all the details. You can either save the invoice as draft or save and share it to your customers. Adding expenses in bulk. Sometimes it is a tedious process to record expenses one by one. In such cases, you can choose to add them in bulk. Create a new expense and go to Bulk Add Expenses. Here you will be able to add multiple expenses along with the amount. You can also associate respective customer and project to the expense and mark if it is billable. Then click Save. The expenses that recorded will be added to the expenses module in bulk. There are certain expenses like fuel charges, utilities, postage, supplies for which you will be receiving receipts for the amount spent. Using the AutoScan feature in Zoho Billing, you can scan these receipts, upload them in your organization and instantly create expenses. Let's see how this is done. To enable AutoScan in your organization, go to the Expenses module and click the Receipts Inbox icon at the top right corner. Check this box to agree to the terms and conditions and click Enable AutoScan. That's it. You have enabled AutoScan in your organization. Now that we have enabled AutoScan receipts, we will see how to upload receipts of your expenses. Click Choose Files to upload. Note that only files in the following format can be uploaded to the Receipts inbox. You can also upload files by dragging and dropping them. After uploading, Zoho Billings will scan the data from the receipts. Once the scanning is completed, you can convert the receipt into an expense. To do so, click Convert to Expense. Choose the category name and fill in the rest of the details. If you want to charge your customer for this expense, mark this option Billable. Then click Save. You have now converted receipt into an expense. After converting, you can invoice your customer by clicking here. If you are dealing with an overseas customer, the price will be automatically calculated based on the exchange rate configured. Importing and exporting expenses. If you want to migrate your expenses from some other software to Zoho Billing, you can click the More icon here and click Import Expenses. Choose the files you want to import. Please note that you can import your file only in CSV, TSV or XLS format. You can also download a sample file for your reference. Select the character encoding based on your import file. By default, UTF-8 Unicode is selected. Choose the appropriate file delimiter and click Next. You will be directed to the Map Fields page. Here, the field names of Zoho Billing are listed on the left side and the field names in the import file are listed on the right side. Match the field names and check this box if you wish to use the same mapping of fields during future imports. Then click Next. You will be directed to the preview page where the number of expenses to be imported, skipped and unmapped field will be listed. Then click Import. Now, the expenses in the import file will be imported into this module of Zoho Billing. Similarly, you can also export your expenses from Zoho Billing by clicking Export Expenses. Other functions in expenses. Let's look at some of the functions that can be performed with regards to expenses in Zoho Billing. You will be able to edit, print, and on clicking the More icon, you will also be able to clone and delete them. You can click Make Recurring if you want the expense to recur over a period of time. If you wish to include an extra expense category to record your expenses, click the More icon here and go to Preferences. Under Categories, you will be able to add a new category or discard the existing one. Additionally, you can filter, customize columns, and sort your expenses. On selecting the expenses, you will be able to download receipts for them in bulk if the receipts are attached to the expenses. You can update the expenses on clicking Bulk Update and delete them all at once. Note that expenses that are invoiced cannot be deleted. If you want additional fields to your expense, click the More icon and select Manage Custom Fields. Click Plus New Custom Field. The field that you add here will be displayed while creating or recording your expenses. And that's how simple it is to record your company's expenses using Zoho Billing. Thanks for watching.